Hey y'all, today I'm going to be working on some succulent planters for myself and to give away. I'm going to use various containers. Some I'm going to be reusing, some I have bought, and some I'm going to repurpose. Some of the containers I'm going to have to spray paint, some I'm going to have to drill holes in, and some I'm just going to have to wash. So let's get to it. Okay, so the little cans I just washed were gifted to me. They were 4th of July decorations for someone. And you can just put a little candle on the inside. I'm not worried about the inside being clean because dirt's going to go in them. So basically I've just washed the sides so that I can get some spray paint on them. So, because the red and blue don't really go with the way I decorate, even outside. So, we're going to let these dry and then we're going to come back and get a good coat of spray paint on them. So I'm going to be painting these with a gray paint, Krylon Color Max paint and primer, and it's a matte deep gray. I've already shaken up my paint, but it doesn't hurt to shake it some more. I'm going to put probably 2 coats on these. Not worried about the inside really, because most of it's going to be covered by plants and dirt, but I will get the top. I'm going to finish putting some paint on these and I will be back. Okay, these have a pretty good first coat on them. We're going to let them dry before we come back and put a second coat. I'm going to just drill some holes in these. Okay, those both have drain holes. Now I'm going to go on to the bowl that I bought at Dollar General. It's plastic and it already has a piece of tape here basically, so I don't have to put a piece of tape here to keep it from cracking. I'm just going to drill a hole in the center of that. And I'm going to drill a couple more. Okay, that should be enough drainage for this one. Okay, so I've got these that used to be bird feeders. Well, originally they were melamine bowl and plate that my daughter gave to me. We drilled a hole in the bottom and hung a hanger through it, and they hang on my wall like this. These were candle holders. I spray painted those. And this is the bowl that I got from Dollar Tree. I'm going to fill them with dirt, and then we're going to put some plants in them. I'll clean them up when I'm done. Gardening can be messy. go ahead and finish filling the rest of these up, and then I'll be back. So now they're all filled with dirt, and I need to pick some succulents to go in there. This is where I end up throwing a bunch of stuff, petals that fall off, and I just let them grow until I'm ready to use them. This one is not supposed to look this bad. I fight the squirrels for this one, because there's a squirrel that lives over there in a tree. And it's time for me to clean this one up. So I'm going to cut a bunch off of here and use them in these containers over here, and take some from that as well. I have multiple containers on a shelf over here that I'll show you in a little while. But we're going to make these to hang on back on the wall, these to give away, and this one I'll put on my shelf as well. Okay, so I'm going to take some from here. I'm going to put it, oh sorry, I'm going to cut back off. I'm going to sit it in the center of this big pot. So this is going to be my base. And then I'm going to take some of these from this plant that I just bought today, and I'm going to put some of those in there. I'm just going to sprinkle these little ones I pulled off around the outside. And I'm going to stick that down in the ground, in the dirt. And we'll see how that one does. I'm going to cut off one of these. Put it in here. Cut off, let's see, this one came out by the roots because I pulled a weed out earlier. So I'm just going to stick the whole thing over here in this corner. I'm going to take a couple more of these off and put these in here. I think I'll take another one of these. Stick that one in there. And then I'm going to take some of the big petals that are on this one. See how it's not looking very good anymore? I'm just going to take the petal and gently pull it off, and I'm going to lay these in here. In random spots. And then I'm gonna take some of these little petals. Put her down here. Ooh, that one's broken off, so that's a good one too. Take the little petals and put some more of these in here. And they'll just grow from these little pieces. And I'm just gonna put that down in the ground. I'm gonna grab, let's see, I'm gonna cut that whole piece off right there. Oops. I think I will take just some leaves and put them in my pot, my planter. You can see where I fight the squirrels for these. This one might actually grow, we'll see. I'm just gonna put some of these in here. All of them aren't gonna make it, but some of them will. Okay, so that's how you start a planter. I'm gonna put some gravel around it. A chicken wants to know what I'm doing. Say hello, little chicken. They're all coming to visit. Are you trying to eat my gravel? This isn't food, I promise. That's enough for now. So that's a completed planter, and all of these little petals are gonna grow up hopefully by Christmas time, and I can get this away as a gift. I'm gonna go on to finish these other ones and I will be back. And there's that one all planted and hanging up on the wall. And here's the other one, and they should fill in quite nicely. I also got this one cleaned up quite a bit. Got some gravel in there. And maybe the squirrel will leave it alone for a while. One can hope. And there they are, waiting to grow into their full potential. Have another one over here waiting. And that one up there, which has a bunch of babies. And these are some gardenias that I started from cuttings that I need to get into the ground. And some milkweed I need to get planted. So it looks like that's all I'm going to be able to get done today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.